Well, hello everyone. What a week we are having here in South Australia and at Kalara. Today, everyone who's not an essential service worker is at home, no one's visiting anywhere, schools are closed, we're all wearing masks when we're outside our homes, and residential aged care facilities are closed. Yesterday, when we were holding a Zoom meeting with our Kalara community, when the Premier made his announcement about the lockdown in South Australia, we had to cut it short. So, as of midnight last night, the whole of Australia were told, South Australia that is, were told to stay at home as a circuit breaker to our COVID-19 community outbreak. Now, this is really important. Last night I spoke to my cousin in England who's flat on her back in bed with COVID, and she told me it feels a lot worse than the flu. Her husband and son have caught it too, and she's really grateful to a kind neighbour who's dropping essential supplies on the doorstep for her. And then my mum's cousin, who's in her 80s and who lives in another part of England, has been at home since March, with her only outing being once a month to the doctor. And she tells me that her medical specialist niece and her husband, who's also a medical specialist, both keep getting quarantined, either due to exposure at work from one of the kids or from one of the kids having an exposure in childcare. No wonder the English Health Service is under pressure, as half the staff kept getting put into quarantine. That was part of the crisis in Melbourne in aged care. Staff just couldn't get to work due to the exposure that they had to others. So, meanwhile, what's happening in our Kalara community? Well, everyone is wearing a mask. There are no visitors anywhere, and residential care is locked, so no one's allowed in unless it's end of life, and that's really a palliative situation, or an essential clinical or safety service. And we're supporting residents with extra hours of wellness and lifestyle support. But the residents and the staff in the homes are actually doing pretty well. We know that social isolation is an issue, and the residents in the homes actually have quite a lot of people around to support them and chat to, which is really helpful. For residents in our housing and retirement areas, they, like all of us, are confined to home, and each household can have one visit per day to access essentials, wearing a mask, of course. And if people need any assistance, they can call their Kalara Village manager, or they can access our Help at Home services. And if any of you in our community are stuck because you don't have a mask over the next couple of days, let a Kalara contact know and we'll try and get you one. We anticipate that South Australian Health and both state and federal governments will swing their logistics into action, and there'll be lots of masks easily available to everybody very, very soon. But meanwhile, if you need help, call out. Those in Retirement Village might notice that the gardeners are still around. Now, this is limited to doing essential bushfire preparation, so clearing to ensure safety. Give them a wave, but don't ask them to do anything else, and stay away. For our community clients, you will have heard that we are not doing domestic visits temporarily, and we're limiting our services to an hour. And now, all our staff are wearing masks, and they're trained. So if you're unsure about COVID hygiene and mask wearing, just ask, they'll help. There's an extensive list of places that SA Health are worried about located in the SA Health website. Now, if you're in contact with family, let them know in case they're not aware, and feel free to send them our updates or look at our links on kalara.org.au. And if you feel a bit overwhelmed, you're not the only one. And that's a normal reaction to such rapid change. But rest assured, we're here to help you, as is SA Health, lots of agencies like your GP, and there's the Lifeline call centre and others. This stay-at-home circuit breaker is an important strategy in stopping the spread of COVID, so it's well worth it. SA's done very well so far, and I look forward to hearing that we've nipped it in the bud. So take care, everyone, and I hope to see you in a Zoom chat at some stage. We're planning another get-together Zoom meeting with all our community to connect up, share stories, and tell you what's happening at Kalara. And I thought maybe mid-morning Friday and maybe Sunday afternoon might give people an opportunity who might not otherwise be able to connect. Any grandchildren at home who want to send a drawing or a message for us to share on the Zoom or cheer everyone up, send the info into kalara.org.au and we will see if we can share it at the meeting. But no promises on my IT skills, but I'll be doing my best. Hopefully we won't be interrupted by the Premier at the next catch-up. So stay safe, and thank you all for everything you do to support Kalara.